Hey everyone, it's Black Myth Wukong in the house. Okay, all the monkeys out there, are you ready to represent? Hey, look, if I position myself well, monkeys on my shoulder. Okay, so because the monkey animal sign is in for a challenging but potentially rewarding year ahead, and more importantly, monkey holds one of the most important stars in 2025. More on that in a few minutes. Quick intro before we start. Thank you for jumping in. My name is Pauline Cheng. I'm a Bazi and Feng Shui practitioner, and I use this art to empower, not to disempower. So before you tell me that throughout this video I'm sugarcoating, let me just be clear. I'm choosing to interpret from a place of abundance and opportunities, not fear and scarcity. So let's start with a quick overview. Okay, 2024 for the monkey did bring some opportunities for growth and collaborations. With the 3 stages, you had the chance to step up, take your turn in the limelight, but you face a number of naysayers, haters, passive-aggressive resistance, gossip mongering, rumor spreading. Basically, in 2024, the monkey had to deal with politics. A little bit like in Cantonese, 被人擺上台, being thrust into a leadership position or in a position of unwanted visibility. In some severe cases, could become a scapegoat for others, but it was necessary. Okay, to take on the positive stars of 2025, you had to be willing to put yourself above the pettiness in 2024. But of course, you may have had to take some hits in the process. Now, I hope you did that. And I hope you've left the pettiness behind you, because in 2025, the monkey is facing a go big or go home type of situation. The long list here is it's like getting shot out of a can. Okay, suddenly an opportunity lands on your lap, but to make the most of it, you have to absorb a lot of pressure, but the end result could create a drastic change or improvement for you. See, monkey has a rather complicated relationship with the snake. More on that later. This will be a rather long video. I hope you're seated comfortably. Okay, but first, let's get on with the detailed analysis of the auxiliary stars, shall we? Okay, so why was it important to accept the improved visibility of the 3 stages in 2024? Because in 2025 comes the Grand Duke combination, which brings with it partnership opportunities. How are partnerships going to find us if people don't know we exist in the first place, right? That's why the 3 stages in 2024 was necessary. So what exactly is a Grand Duke combination? To be specific, it represents a potential opportunity to leverage on a larger player. Could be a brand leader or thought leader, that kind of stuff. So in business terms, this could mean an opportunity to work with a larger brand and maybe piggybacking on their resources to reach a larger audience. So let me give you a very simple example, which I will return to again and again. Okay, let's say you run a small online shop through your website, and you do an awesome job marketing on social media. With the Grand Duke combination, a potential opportunity may crop up in the form that maybe a reputable retail chain notices your products and are willing to work with you to carry your products in their stores. That's an example. So what about career growth? This could mean a chance to work with either an industry leader or thought leader, something that could enhance your career trajectory or glow up your resume. The Grand Duke combo is not really about taking on a key person position. It's a chance to work directly with someone at a senior level position. Okay, so example, maybe you have a chance to work on a project directly reporting to, say, the CMO or the COO, CEO, board of directors, that kind of stuff. So is working with leading brands or strong leaders going to be a breeze? Nope, it's not. Okay, so working with leading brands or leaders are never easy. Piercing rope is literally like a noose around your neck. There will be a lot of pressure to deliver more. Piercing rope can also come in the form of external pressure, such as economic pressure, social pressure, political pressure, those kind of stuff. Now, I just want to stress that just because I've ordered them this way, doesn't mean that the effects of the piercing rope comes as a result of the Grand-Duke combination. It could be the other way around. So your business or career may be feeling the effects of economic stress, and as a result, pushing you to ally yourself with a larger name. So this can happen in vice versa, okay? So next, the Great Assembly simply means loopholes in your business or career system. There's a weak link somewhere, and there's a need to rectify. The Great Assembly can be a little bit noisy. It's like machines about to break down, like that ear-grating sound that your car makes before it gives up on you, which means maintenance required. So Great Assembly is a reminder to fix your system. In 2025, you can't just skate by. Fix your system in response to economic pressure, or fix your system so that you can deliver on the Grand-Duke combination. So back to my example of a small online store, suddenly working with a major retailer, you need to fix your production system, right? Okay, can you handle the volume that the Grand-Duke combination throws at you without compromising on quality? Okay, so same for the career. If you've been given a chance to work with senior management level one-on-one, all right, and it will be super stressful if you don't have the right people or the right staff to support you. Okay, so this is the time where you need to be looking at the weakest link. So the piercing rope and Great Assembly is, to put it into one word, called stress. But can they be fixed through action? Yes, you already know the effects. Fix your system, deepen your moat. Now comes the pesky psychological negative stuff. Okay, let's talk about this guy first, the hook spirit. Okay, this represents unresolved problems from the past coming back to bite our asses. Could be things or equipment that we may have neglected in the past, could be unresolved disputes, could be being hidebound to an old way of doing things. We've always done it this way. Okay, could also be projection of past failures, conceding defeat before we even try. See, inside the monkey is metal. Metal is a great element for action taking and decision making. Problem with metal is that sometimes metal can be a little too fast to judge. So when opportunities come, the judgment starts to come in, and you go like, cannot one lah, impossible lah, right? So, and in a year when we have a hook spirit, all right, on a more spiritual and personal level, in a year when we have the hook spirit, be mindful of using any harsh or hurtful words. Be very mindful of the impact of our decisions, words, actions, our literal thoughts, because hook spirit is also known as a karma. In a year when we have the hook spirit in our charts, everything we do is planting karmic seeds. So if we plant positive seeds, create impact, deliver value, nurture and encourage other people, have faith that eventually the rewards will come to find you. Okay? But if we choose to stay in a position of scarcity, if we choose to be cynical, defeatist, skeptical, suspicious, then the pressure from the piercing rope and Great Assembly becomes more intense, and we may not even benefit from the Grand-Duke combination, which would be a pity. Now, I'm going to temporarily skip the year punishment for now, because I've prepared an entire slide to explain it to you, okay? So let's move on to the other stars first. With all this pressure coming at us, it's normal for us, it's normal human reaction to retreat. First human instinct is to hunker down and try to weather the storm. The feeling gets amplified when it meets solitary star and death god. Okay, the solitary star is isolation and loneliness, isolated from other people, from opportunities and resources, locked inside our little worlds, and with the death god feeling overwhelmed and overworked. Okay, like you've been carrying such a huge burden and you feel that you are the only one who can resolve everything. If only you have more time and more energy. Okay, so this is like, these two together is like trying to outwork inflation. Okay, so they carry an image of a beleaguered executive or business owner hunkered down on their computer day in, day out, working themselves to death. Okay, how can the Grand Duke combination find us and help us if we're constantly locked in our office? Now, I know there seems to be an onslaught of bad news for the monkeys so far, but don't worry, help is on the next slide. When we face so much pressure, when we are feeling overwhelmed, be it for business or career, the only solution is to innovate and outwit the problems. If business is bad, need to innovate. If personal finances is the obstacle, again, there's a need to innovate and find new ways to gain extra income. So, enter my favorite star for 2025, the moon. Remember how I said earlier that the monkey holds one of the most important stars of 2025? This is the one. This is a nobleman star. It is a star of entrepreneurial ideas. But more than that, the moon brings a gift of clarity. When we are facing so much stress, clarity about what we are doing, why we are doing what we're doing, where we are going is so very important. In fact, this star is so important that I will probably trigger it for many of my feng shui clients in 2025. Who will benefit directly from this star specifically? The Pink Fire Day Masters and Wu Earth Day Masters, purely because the monkey is also their intelligent stars. Now, that does not mean that if you are other Day Masters, you cannot benefit. You can as well. It's just that the Pink Fire and Wu Earth Day Masters will feel the effect faster. Okay, more on the moon is also a wealth nobleman stars, which means that potentially could meet with someone in 2025 who could help you spark some ideas that can be converted into money. How much money? 5 prosperity, multiple income sources. So we can't access these two guys if we're stuck in this mode. Because in this dark and negative space created by solitary and death god, opportunities cannot be seen. But once you break through, right, you can then train yourself to spot opportunities. Using the moon and 5 prosperity requires a willingness to get yourself out there, ask the right questions, and the willingness to expand the energy necessary to turn these ideas into cash. I mean, after all, if the death god means overwork, if I'm going to work so damn hard in 2025, let's make sure it's worth it. Huh? Okay? So that's it, because I really like to talk about money. If you're looking to book a consult to strategize your year ahead, my booking link is in the video description. Note that I like to talk about money. Okay? So next. Now, again, I want to stress, these stars, again, can keep playing out in different ways, okay? Just because I list it this way doesn't mean that it happens in this sequence. It could be that you trigger the moon's entrepreneurial ideas first, an idea that creates multiple income possibilities. Then you meet with the Grand Duke combination, bringing you the support. But after you get the support, now you're under pressure to deliver. Or it could be a fortuitous meeting with the Grand Duke combo first, leading to moon and 5 prosperity, but resulting in a lot of work. Or it could be experiencing the negative pressures first, then you decide to innovate, and because you innovated, you attracted the attention and support of the Grand Duke combination and these nobleman stars. The monkey does have 2 other great noble people stars, Heavenly Nobleman and Sky Fortune. These 2 guys represent access to help and advice and information. But here's the thing, sometimes the best advice can be unpleasant to the ear. To benefit from them, be accessible, be available, which is why it's so important to get out from the death god and solitary mode. Okay, which means that we will need to adjust our inborn protection mechanism that is stopping us from identifying our noble person. Learning to recognize a noble person is a life skill that everyone should learn. Okay, so the Sky Fortune gives you that chance, up to you to seize it. Okay, so these 2 stars can also counter the effect of the year punishment, but we need to present ourselves in the right manner. There is a need to show up as someone worthy of help and advice, instead of showing up as someone entitled to advice. There is a world of difference between these 2. Okay, someone who is worthy of advice is someone who consistently takes action and contributes back, creates a two-way relationship. Someone who is entitled, basically it's a one-way street, gimme, gimme, gimme. Okay, so, and speaking of gratitude, I would be very grateful if you could help me like this video. If you found value in my sharing so far, that is. Okay, your like will help me extend the reach of the video to more people. And of course, if you really enjoyed it, by all means, please share it with your friends and family. Okay, let's continue. 2 more stars to go. To access the 2 nobleman stars, all you got to do is make sure you contribute back. Remember, guys, no one-way street, because there is the heavenly officer charm. Instead of building a great relationship with your nobleman, you end up somehow offending your noble person instead. Because why? Always gimme, gimme, no give back. Okay. Also, heavenly officer charm can create problems related to compliance. So, with this star in the picture, along with the Great Assembly, right, be extra vigilant about compliance-related issues. And finally, the Red Chamber. This is often interpreted as a scandal caused by romantic relationships. Like, you came under pressure because people are making rumors about how you use certain connections to gain better opportunities for yourself. Or Red Chamber could also mean fleeting relationships. Okay, so to counteract these 2 stars, again, we're back to the same thing. I'm sounding like a gramophone. All you have to do is make sure you build a two-way street with your nobleman. Contribute back. Offer something in return. Okay? So it seems like we've gone through a whole load of stars. So let's do a quick recap because I think you're feeling dizzy by now. Okay, so you have a chance to leverage on a partnership, but 2025 can be rather stressful. Be even more stressful if you approach it with a scarcity mindset. But hidden beneath all these stress are opportunities to innovate and noble people help to be had. All you have to do, build strong relationships, ensure that you give back, train yourself to be grateful. Now, the trick with the positive stars is always about taking corresponding action. Can we pinpoint the action required? Yes, the required action differs from day master to day master. So to learn more, I'd like to invite you to join myself, Jonas Lee and Charmaine Ho for our annual online workshop, Hack My 2025. To be clear, this is a workshop targeted at business and career growth for 2025, and we will be using 八字, Qi, Feng Shui, I Ching, and even Tarot to help you put your plan for 2025 together. To find out more, scan this or link is in the video description. So now, shall we talk about the complex relationship between the monkey and the snake? It will explain why there is so much stress and yet so many opportunities. Okay, so the monkey and the snake has, like I said, they're frenemies. Simultaneously, 3 things going on. Combination, a destruction, and a punishment. So a combination basically just means something new comes into your chart. If this combination is favorable to your chart, then it shows up as a straight up opportunity. Okay, if it's unfavorable, then it could present first as a problem, as an opportunity hidden beneath a problem. In Cantonese, we say yao ngai, xin ji yao gei. If there danger and opportunities are 2 sides of the coin, of the same coin. Now, this something new requires agility, the ability to turn on a dime. Outcome of this is the destruction. Now, don't fear the destruction energy. It can potentially elevate you to greater heights. Let's go back to my earlier business example, okay? Small online store suddenly offered a chance to partner with a retail giant. Combination, okay? Was there stress? Yes, stress to deliver, definitely stress. But if they manage to deliver, now their products are everywhere physically. So that's the effect of the destruction energy. It's a need to take a calculated risk. The odds for failure is still there, but the rewards may outweigh the risk. Okay, so I think next one, yep. To leverage on this combination and tweak the destruction in our favor, monkey must first deal with the ungrateful punishment. The core of the ungrateful punishment revolves around the concept of surprise, surprise, ungratefulness. Now, this can show up in a myriad of ways. Some people experience discrimination or bigotry, as in, I do all the work, get none of the credit. Okay, it could be caused by expectation issues. You catch yourself saying this a lot. I always help people, but I get nothing in return. Or it could manifest as a tendency to blame. Economy no good lah, boss no good lah, world treats me unfairly lah. Or it could be a general feeling of just being unappreciated, like you feel that nobody understands you, the world is somehow out of step with you. So there are two ways to mitigate this. Both works, depends which one you prefer, but I'm giving you two choices here. Okay, we can go the route of the inner works, gratitude journaling or future scripting. Now, for some people, this can be cringe, I know, but it also works because, here's the point, right? A closed mind cannot see opportunities. So, when we take the route of the inner works or the shadow works, right, what we're doing is we're effectively training our minds or forcing our brains to see the positive, right? But here's the thing, sometimes when a person is feeling unappreciated, the worst thing we can do is go to them and preach that, hey, you should be grateful, you know, okay? Confirm gonna get slapped, okay? So next, Ate, the alternative is now is to be a bit more proactive. So there is an alternative. This second approach requires us to take certain actions to fix ourselves first. Experiencing discrimination, okay? Change how we present ourselves. We live in a visual world, change how we dress, improve how we talk, voice our opinions more. Basically, don't hide. Okay? If expectation is the issue, the question to ask then is, are we giving what truly matters, what people truly need? Sometimes that happens, right? We give help or advice that we think our friends need, but they're not at all appreciative, and then we feel bad, right? So what about blame mentality? Self-improvement is the answer. If the economy is no good, what skill do I need to turn things around? What skill do I need to improve my career? And finally, if we constantly catch ourselves feeling unappreciated or the fact that like nobody understands us, how about learning to communicate better in a calm and rational way instead of lashing out with emotional blackmail or drama, you know, all that kind of stuff. See, when our Bazi chart is are susceptible to the ungrateful punishment, sometimes the emotional drama can become addictive without even us realizing it. If it's in our chart, it's a lesson to be learned. So this second method is for the more proactive action takers among us who prefer to do something, okay? So because again, inside the monkey is metal, and metal energy always wants to do something. So when you think too much, the metal gets depressed, you know. So pick whichever one that works for you, okay? So now, hands up if you consistently check your animal sign, your year animal sign, and none of the promised goodies come true. I'm not gonna tell you why, all right? But this is assuming you're checking your year, okay? See, year represents industry, market networks, social platforms, basically other people. Year pillar is the first contact between us and the outside world, like our skin, okay? So the day pillar is where I am now, okay? So I'm going to visually showing you that outside here, partnership opportunities, entrepreneurial ideas, potential for new income streams, noble people, all on the outside. Okay, so to access them, I need to walk over there. Okay, so your industry and market is being reshaped, almost under pressure to change. Right? Isn't it better to be among those who are at the forefront of change, shaping the change, instead of reacting to the change? All right, so why do I keep using the word change? Isn't change related to a clash here? When it combines and destructs, change also happens. So I encourage you to get out there, stay in touch with your network, know what your allies and rivals are doing, be accessible to new ideas, new possibility, new information, and heavenly noble people. If the monkey governs your month, right, which is the pillar for business and career, be on the lookout for partnerships that can elevate your career or business to the next level. Most of all, be proactive and innovative with your business or career systems. Get innovative and creative about your business or career branding. If the year punishment in 2025 means I'm being taken for granted, then it's time to look into either a small rebranding exercise or innovate a new messaging that resonates with the times. With the moon and 5 prosperity together, okay, being innovative is an absolute must. Perhaps this is a year where you create a number of other new businesses or new services or products that represents new income streams. Could be. For career professionals, get yourself into the income generating division of your organization. Enhance your value by bringing in new income streams into the organization. And again, year punishment. Okay, don't be shy about promoting your contributions. Invest and use whatever new tools, new AI tools, for example, necessary to defeat the death god and the heavenly officer charm. Of course, very important here. Keep an eye on compliancy issues, licensing permits, those types of stuff. So the stars in the monkey for 2025 may seem scary, but they are very actionable, which means that you don't need to be a sitting duck, just need to be agile like the monkey. Okay, so the day pillar is our personal and relationship pillar. Let's go with those who are already partnered first. Straight up, negative stars can cause a lot of relationship friction. What's the number one reason couples argue more than anything else? Money lah. That's the piercing rope law. Inflation, right? Hook spirit, recurring arguments about the same damn topic that doesn't seem to go away. So leading towards year punishment. Feeling unappreciated in your relationship. So what to do? You've got 2 nobleman stars. Let's make a conscious decision right now, instead of yelling and arguing, to become the nobleman for each other. Instead of, why can't you earn more money? Change to, how can I support you so that we become more financially resilient? Okay, that's an example. I know it sounds preachy, I'm sorry. Okay, so the piercing rope can also show up as family and societal pressure. When are you going to get married? When are you going to have a baby? When are you going to have another baby? Why do you have so many babies? Hey, see, never ending, right? So for those who are not partnered and are looking, the family and societal pressure to get partnered feels extra burdening in 2025. Okay, so if you're not interested in getting, if you're not looking basically, then have your go-to answer ready, okay? But if you're looking for a partner, okay, red chamber is still a peach blossom star, but the relationship can be short-lived by nature, which means that the question is, how do I build and sustain interest? Red chamber coming together with the year punishment is very interesting. It's asking, how can I present myself in a more authentic manner? On the surface, yes, it seems to be saying change our external packaging, you know, go and do plastic surgery until we look like that, okay? So, but in actual fact, right, period 9 is all about authenticity. So it's not about bending over backwards, pretending to be someone we're not. It's about finding someone who really gets and appreciates you for who you are. Okay, so because it's always better than to settle, because when you settle, then at the back of your mind, there's always this unreasonable hope or dream to change that other person. And trust me, okay, you can't change other people, really. Okay, and guys, if the monkey is in your day, be mindful of stress eating or eating disorders, okay? 5 prosperity here can play out that way, especially if you are a Wu Earth Day master. Okay, and finally, the hour pillar that governs investments, mindset, children. Moon and 5 prosperity, along with the combination and destruction, best time to start a side gig. You even have the Grand Duke combination here. Start a side business or a side gig by partnering another person or another group of people. So combination means adding something, right? I told you earlier. When you take on something new, can it be mentally stressful? Yes, of course. But after you sort things out, the destruction energy allows your side gig to take off. And what do you get? Additional income stream, right? That's the 5 prosperity lah. So we might as well take action because with the monkey in the hour, you're feeling the economic pressure anyway. Whether or not it's happening in your industry, business, or business or career in your month, right? If in your head, in your mind, you're feeling the piercing rope, which is anxiety. You're feeling the hook spirit, which is a fear of failure. Great assembly, lack of structure, and the year punishment. So this already makes it real to you. So the only way to overcome the feelings is to take small positive actions. When you take positive action, you create a feeling of hope instead of hopelessness. Even the smallest actions can break the inertia. So instead of looking at this slew of negative stars in the monkey and say, oh my God, all right, why not take these negative stars as an opportunity to rewire our brains? Okay, so instead of saying, I'm not good enough, piercing rope and great assembly, I'm not good enough, say, I can adapt and learn. Okay, instead of saying, I'm defined by my trauma with the hook spirit, okay, say, I will heal. Instead of saying, I don't like the way I look, which is the year punishment, okay, say, this body is my home. Instead of, I have no energy, death god, say, I need to rest. Instead of saying, I am lonely, which is solitary, I say I can connect with nature. And for parents out there, teach this to your kids. Seriously, emotional resilience is the best gift you can give to them, especially the emotional resilience to break out of generational trauma. And when you have successfully rewired your brain, guess what? The moon and 5 prosperity kicks in. And when your mindset is on this upward spiral, suddenly opportunities are everywhere. Okay? And with a more hopeful and positive mindset, start to learn to seek for investment opportunities. Okay? So, if after watching this, if you feel like having a consult with me, okay, you can go to the link in the video description, all right, and you can go ahead and book an appointment. I would love to see you. Okay, so who else can you tap into for some assistance? Of course, the snake. Okay, you have the Grand Duke combination. The snake has the Grand Duke. So the snake is setting the rules, creating the opportunities. You just need to follow along and take action. If it's networks and contacts you need, the dragon has access to a lot of networking events in 2025. If you need access to resources, the rat has got it. And finally, an unrelated animal sign, the horse, has nothing to do with the monkey, but the Sun Nobleman star in the horse can mitigate many of the negative stars in the monkey. So the horse is going to be very busy. I'm sending a lot of people your way. Okay, so out of all the deities in the wild world of Taoist legends, the Sun Wukong, the monkey god, is hands down my absolute faith. Why? Because he straight up slays. Okay, no question. And in 2025, I want you to be out there slaying too. For the monkey, 2025 is going to be one big ride, packed with challenges, but also mad excitement. There's an adventure waiting for you once you break through those internal and external blocks holding you back, and trust. Once you push past them, new doors are gonna open up like never before. So to make the most of your positive stars, you gotta stay on your grind, be proactive, be innovative, and above all, be consistent. Keep hitting those daily goals, even with the smallest actions. And by the end of 2025, I hope you come out like a battle-tested warrior, victorious and tougher than ever, just like Black Myth Wukong. With that, let me wish all the monkeys out there, 恭喜發財，五福臨門. May opportunities chase you down every single day in every way. Because let's be real, you're an opportunity magnet attracting success like a pro. So until I see you in the next video, you have a great day ahead. Bye guys.